me.
Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in General. And today, guys, I have some major news when it comes to women's basketball, okay? And more specific, college women's basketball. The Dawn Staley, okay, she is currently the head coach of the South Carolina ladies Gamecocks basketball team. She has now made history as the most highest paid female basketball coach in collegiate women's basketball. This is an article by ESPN titled, South Carolina Makes Dawn Staley the Highest Paid Women's Hoop Coach. South Carolina announced Friday that Dawn Staley has received a contract extension through the 2029 through 2030 season. That's crazy. That's just 5 years away. I'll be 35. My God. So that will make her the highest paid coach in women's basketball. So she actually out-earns the males, such as Gino, okay, who is a fabulous coach. Okay, he is currently the head coach of the UConn, that is the Lady Huskies, okay, and she even makes more than him. The contract approved by the university's board of trustees starts with an annual salary of $4 million, including $500,000 signing bonus, and has an annual $250,000 escalator, bringing the total value to approximately $25.25 million. Says Dawn Staley is a once-in-a-generation coach, yes she is, who has made a tremendous impact on the University of South Carolina, athletic director Jeremiah Donati said. She has elevated the sport of women's basketball on the national level and here on campus, and I am excited that she will be representing our university for many years to come. Staley has won 3 national championships since taking over the program in 2008, including last season's 38-0 title team. Going back to the 2013 through 2014 season, the Gamecocks are 165-15 in SEC regular season play. They have won or tied for the league regular season title 8 times in that stretch and won 8 SEC tournament titles. So Staley was making $3.2 million this season before the extension went into effect. UConn's Gino Ariema, who has won 11 NCAA titles with the Huskies, is making $3.34 million this season. So he's out earning her this current season just by an inch, right? LSU's Kim Mulkey, who won 3 NCAA titles at Baylor and then led LSU to its first 2023, is making $3.25 million this season. So right now, I believe Kim Mulkey, she kind of just slightly out earns Dawn Staley, which is crazy. Says Staley, Ariema, and Mulkey, and Maryland's Brenda Frese, who led the Terrapins to the NCAA title in the 2006, are the only active head coaches who have won a national championship in women's basketball. Staley also guided to the United States women's basketball team to the gold medal in the Tokyo Olympics in 2021. South Carolina's only loss this season, which is a mess, came in November to UCLA. The number 2 Gamecocks are 17-1 overall and 5-0 in the SEC, and they host number 13 Oklahoma Sunday. I'm proud to represent University of South Carolina and of its investments in women's basketball, Staley said. What we've been able to accomplish on the court is a testament to what can happen when you bring together the right people from a team perspective, but who also have the right commitment from the university, the athletic department, and the community to providing that team with everything it needs to be successful. According to the Charleston Post and Courier, if Staley terminates the contract before its end, she would owe the school the full amount of the remaining contract, with one exception: if she takes a head coaching or assistant job in the WNBA or NBA. Again, shout out to Dawn Staley, guys. Y'all just don't understand. Dawn Staley is such an incredible, talented woman, but her coaching skills, again, she was an incredible basketball player, okay? She used to play in the WNBA herself. And for her to be, so invested and just so well-meaning and just so forward in her leadership, her guidance, her instruction to these young girls. She says that she's not interested in coaching, in the WNBA, okay? She said she doesn't want to coach grown women. She said she wants to focus and wants to be able to mold and guide and instruct the babies, okay? She wants to take a high school young woman, a high school young girl, and then mold her and create and shape her into an incredible collegiate level women's basketball player. Again, guys, if you don't know, she's originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but her family, both sides, both her mother and father, they immigrated from South Carolina, okay, to Philadelphia. That's where I believe she's one of 4 siblings. Philadelphia is where Dawn Staley grew up with her siblings under her parents' roof, okay? But again, she has roots and ties to South Carolina. And again, like Columbia, South Carolina, imagine making over $3 million per year coaching women's college basketball. Okay, I believe, again, it's the South, okay? So South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, it seems like it's a good, pretty chill vacation spot. Okay, really nice homes. The home, like the value, the cost of living. So if you're making over $3 million per year, that's just off of her salary. Not to mention, she's in Aflac commercials, Adidas, Nike's commercials. Okay, she got stock and equity in Unrivaled League. Okay, who knows what her investment portfolio looks like. She is living incredible. Okay, she's living like a queen, a goddess in South Carolina. Okay, in Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. Again, she's earning an amazing salary and she deserves every penny. People have been making jokes like, you know what, with this bigger bag that she's about to get, that's a guaranteed bag in the next 5 years, being the head coach of South Carolina women's basketball Gamecocks team, it was like, you know what, we're going to really see her dripped out in more Louis, more Gucci, okay? Because if you guys don't know, just like Kim Mulkey, Dawn Staley, she's quite a fashionista herself, okay? She's not always in sweatpants and tennis shoes. She be dripped out in Louis and Gucci. Again, shout out to Miss Dawn Staley, okay, head coach of my Lady Gamecocks. I cannot wait for the next upcoming game, okay? I don't really care about Oklahoma. I can't wait for this matchup on the South Carolina versus LSU. Dawn Staley versus Kim Mulkey. Now that's going to be some cinema.